maybe it's trying to give us, God is trying to give us an awakening that, look, although we're fighting for an injustice which is happening here, let's also relook at where we are coming from. And there's a point I'd like to address, because there's a lot of African Americans. I've read a lot of comments from different, pages and different groups where people have shared things about repatriation and all of that. And a lot of people talk about, one of the things people talk about is, well, who says we are accepted in Africa? Who says we are accepted? But I want you to look at it with a different type of appreciation. So it is up to you to now understand that look, when you go into a new place, although it's a place you originate from, but you've not been there for some time, so you have to go back with a different appreciation and a different attitude. And when you do that, the what do you call it? The pushback will not be, you need to give me citizenship. That type of attitude creates a lot of problems. I can tell you, Africans are very friendly and very welcoming. But like every human being, sometimes we like to protect our territory. So it's up to you to come with a different attitude. However, that does not also mean that those from the diaspora also should come with some force of, let me use the word, entitlement. Because if you've not been there for some time, although you're welcome there, although it's your origin, you have to come with a certain type of humility to warm your way into it, because it's not about you. That's what I always want people to get. It's not about you, it's about the next generation. So everything you're doing, when you decide to be humble, to be able to ingrain into African community, it's not about you, it's about the next generation. So you're doing it for your children, your children's children, so they become global citizens. So they can fight for injustice in America, but then they have a place in Africa. So we have to begin to draw a fine line between fighting for our children to become global citizens, where they have some say in Africa at the same time in America. Yes, that's the goal. But part of accomplishing that goal, I'm telling you, repatriation plays a huge role in that. Understanding that it doesn't mean you're running away, but the fact that you're fighting for common grounds both ways, here and there, because don't forget, that's where you originate from. So going back to where you originate from doesn't mean you're running from where you currently are. Because you see, the way I will fight for justice in America, I'll fight without being so attached. But other people will fight becoming so attached.